Mario Kart is a classic Nintendo franchise and has been around for as long as I've lived. And I've been playing the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe a lot. I ended up loving some tracks more than others. So you know what time it is. A quarter past a good old top 10. Number 10. Now we all love Mario Kart tracks that are very complex and have a cool design. Something that blows your mind when you play it for the first time. However, there's one map that's actually quite simplistic, but still awesome. New and fast-paced every time. Excitebike Arena. This map is great for only one reason: the ramps. This is the main gimmick. Doing the jumps and tricks right feels extremely good, satisfying, and also gives the level a fast-paced and action-packed vibe. And every time you play the map, the layout of the ramps changes, which is great for variation. Otherwise, it might get a bit boring and predictable. If you look at the map, then you can see that it's extremely simplistic, but the gimmick makes it fun, and I like that. Simple, yet great to play. Something that is quite hard to pull off, but Nintendo managed to do it. And the world record speed of this map is nuts. I wasn't kidding. Number 9. Now this next one is a bit funky, which is a fun theme for a level, and besides that, the map is also very interesting. The Electro Dome, a disco-themed level with a ton of visual effects and lighting effects, and this has to be one of the craziest ones when it comes to that. And I have to say, I like the design of this level a lot. It looks so amazing. You can literally get lost in all the things that are happening around you. Besides this, there are also a fair amount of twists and turns, which make it more exciting and also fast-paced. During the anti-gravity portions, you can go really fast and get ahead quickly by bumping into the other players. And drifting is also key in this one. However, that's with a lot of maps in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It became extremely important because of the speed boosts. But the biggest reason I like it has to be the visuals. It makes you excited and a bit hyped to play it. It's simply beautiful. Number 8. The previous map was very active and hyper when it came to the visuals, and if you have ADHD, then it would be a nightmare to focus on the race. Sometimes you just want to relax and just have fun without being distracted every 5 seconds. And the next map on this list is perfect for that. Good old Meadows, the relaxing ranch level from the fantastic Nintendo Wii years. I played this level a ton back in the day, and they gave it a graphical update and it looks beyond great. I love this map so much, also because of nostalgia, and that's why I didn't put it too high up the list. The track isn't very fast-paced or action-packed. It's a calm, nice ride, with some jumps and obstacles here and there. It's hard to explain why I like this map so much. Mario Kart Wii wasn't even my first Mario Kart game. I played Double Dash before that. But still, this remains one of my favorite maps from the Wii version. It just has a special place in my heart. And just look at the cows, aren't they adorable? Number 7. Now, Rainbow Road is a map that has been around since the very beginning of the series, and the first version was pretty difficult. And this map makes a return yet again in the new Mario Kart. And oh boy, this one looks stunning. Better than any of the others we have seen before. The colors pop and the lighting effects are spot on. And besides all of that, the map itself also has a really good layout and pacing. There are so many tight corners where if you do it right, you can save tons and tons of time and get ahead fast. That's the most fun thing about the map, perfecting your drifting and the overall fast pacing, all while you dodge the thwomps, which have a great rainbow effect. And every time they come down to the ground, they create a shockwave which you can use as a ramp. Yet again, a spot where you can pick up speed. Number 6. Now, like many of you know, I'm a big fan of the Legend of Zelda series as well. I mean, just look at the videos I've made over the years. And finally, the world of Hyrule came to the Mario Kart series with the normal version of this game and the deluxe version. The legendary Hyrule Circuit, a beautifully designed level which is a new version of Hyrule Castle and a bit of Hyrule Field combined. Everything is Zelda themed, which is really cool. For example, instead of piranha plants, there are dekubabas, or the rupees that replace the standard coins. It's filled with all kinds of little details, and it really feels and looks like Hyrule. So they did a great job with the very first ever Zelda map. Besides that, there isn't any specific mechanic or gimmick. There is some flying, some anti-gravity, some jumps, especially the one with the Master Sword. So it's a good mix of everything the game has to offer. Variety is not a problem with this one. Number 5. Now there's one map in the game that's completely insane at 200cc. It might be one of the fastest maps in the entire game, which is extremely fitting if you know its origins, Mute City. This one is based on the F-Zero racing game. And man, this map has a lot of boosters and ways to pick up speed. This map is built for insane speeds. Play this one on 200cc mode and you will know what it's like to invent warp drive. And that's where this map shines. Going fast is so much fun in a level, and it's also built for that. So if you know how to drift, you will be mostly fine. The gimmick of this map is clearly speed, which is perfect since that's what F-Zero is all about. And I'm sure a lot of old fans from that franchise love this map because of it. It's a fun throwback to a series that doesn't really exist anymore. Well, they aren't making any new games at least. And if you feel like you gotta go fast... No, not you. I was talking about this map. Always barging in his stuff. Sheesh. However, like I was saying, if you like speed, then you will love this one. Number 4. And now...
out of the frying pan.
And into the fire.
Because the next one is also quite fast-paced, and it's actually quite simplistic but very entertaining. Baby Park, the track where you do 7 laps instead of the normal 3, and it's extremely hectic because it's so small. There are only 2 portions where you have to pay attention to the track, and that's during the sharp turns on each end. Now the biggest danger during this race is the other players. In the straight portions, you can grab item boxes, and that's where it gets scary. As soon as you get to that portion again, you are a sitting duck, waiting to be hit by a Koopa shell or anything else. This is just a gun range when it comes down to it. This is really fun if you are the one shooting, but not when you are the target. It's one big battlefield, which is tons of fun, because it's as action-packed as it can get. But you can't always win, of course. So as long as you keep that in mind, you should be fine. Number 3. This track has a surprising amount of variety in terms of its mechanics and also the layout of the map. Ribbon Road. This toy-filled map has a lot of twists and turns, ups and downs, flying portions, and things to dodge. It's a good mix of a number of things, which is always a good thing to see. Overall, the game has a good mix when it comes to that. But the thing that makes this one really great is design. You're essentially racing in a kid's room, which is a really cool concept. It's filled with all kinds of small details. Just look around the room once and you know what I mean. And there are even Easter eggs. Like at the very beginning, you can see the Toad Toys from Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But that's not all. The map also has multiple shortcuts, so if you know those, you have a nice advantage. And overall, the design and visuals are really well done on this one. Sure, a lot of maps have shortcuts and Easter eggs, but I like these ones the most. Just look at this, a Kung Fu Lakitu poster! Number 2. A forested area inhabited by toads and shy guys, where everyone lives happily together in one big village. Do you know which map I'm talking about? Of course you do! It's Wild Woods! Yet again, an extremely good-looking level with an amazing layout. I can really appreciate that in a level. It's such a key portion of it. This increases the fun factor and replayability a lot. It also incorporates a number of mechanics in a good order. For example, first you have a gliding section. This is somewhere halfway the map. Then you go into an area where there's a water stream, and if you stay in that water stream you gain speed. And then you go to the pond, where you have lots of jumps and ramps. You have to switch between these different playstyles and mechanics of gaining speed quite quickly, which is tons of fun. Things like this make a level less dull, plain and simple. And besides this, you have the stunning visuals and great design of the Shy Guy and Toad villages. This level is a great example of what the series has to offer. Number 1. Now for our final one. A level that reminds me of a lot of things I love. Well, actually only one thing. And also the one with the most insane layout ever. Dragon Driftway. This level uses the anti-gravity gimmick a lot and does this extremely well. It's filled with all kinds of crazy twists and turns, ups and downs, and way more. The first time I played this level, it blew my mind and confused me at the same time. It's so epic that in a matter of seconds, you are completely upside down and only notice it if you look up. Besides that, the dragon itself and the theme of the level is really cool. Even Kung Fu Lakitu makes a return! And all of this also reminds me of something else. Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z and this map reminds me of it a lot. All of this combined makes it my favorite for sure. Also, Kung Fu Lakitu for President 2020, whoa! Hey everybody, I'm going to PAX West. The event is in Seattle from the 1st to the 4th of September, and I'll be there together with Lockstin. So come say hi. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, so you know where I am, or tweet me or send me a message that you want to hang out. Then we can arrange something. Link to the event and my social media are in the description. It's gonna be my first time there and also in America. So I hope to see lots of you and to have a ton of fun. Thanks for watching everybody. If you like this video, then click the annotations on the screen right now, because then you can watch more, if you want at least. And be sure to leave a very nice comment like, you stink of sweaty socks.